As a Christian, it's essential to approach the mainstream media with a critical eye, recognizing the inherent biases and agendas that often underlie their reporting. The Bible warns believers to be cautious of the influences of the world, advising us to be not conformed to the pattern of this world. Romans 12:2. Unfortunately, the mainstream media often perpetuates values and ideologies that contradict Christian principles, making it unreliable for Christians seeking trustworthy information. One of the primary reasons Christians cannot trust the mainstream media is its pervasive secular humanism. Many news outlets and journalists espouse a worldview that rejects the idea of absolute truth and moral absolutes, instead promoting a relativistic, pluralistic perspective that undermines Christian teachings. This is evident in the way the media often handles issues like abortion, same-sex marriage, and traditional family values. The mainstream media tends to frame these issues in a way that marginalizes Christian perspectives, portraying them as intolerant, bigoted, or outdated. By consistently presenting a biased, anti-Christian narrative, the media creates a cultural climate that is hostile to Christian values. Another reason Christians cannot trust the mainstream media is its lack of accountability and transparency. News organizations often prioritize sensationalism and ratings over factual accuracy and fairness, leading to the dissemination of misinformation and propaganda. The proliferation of fake news and biased reporting has become so rampant that it's challenging for Christians to discern what's true and what's not. This lack of accountability is particularly concerning when it comes to issues that affect the Christian community, such as religious persecution, moral decay, and social justice. By failing to provide accurate, unbiased coverage of these issues, the mainstream media fails to inform and educate Christians about the world around them. The mainstream media's cozy relationship with powerful interests and institutions is another reason Christians should be cautious. Many news outlets receive significant funding from corporations, governments, and special interest groups, which can compromise their objectivity and independence. This is particularly evident in the way the media covers issues related to politics, economics, and social policy. By framing these issues in a way that serves the interests of their benefactors, the media can manipulate public opinion and shape the cultural narrative to suit their agendas. For Christians, this means that the information they receive from the mainstream media may be filtered through a lens of propaganda and spin, rather than objective truth. Furthermore, the mainstream media's obsession with controversy and scandal can be detrimental to Christians seeking to engage with the world in a positive, constructive way. The 24-hour news cycle and social media have created a culture of outrage and sensationalism where clickbait headlines and provocative soundbites dominate the airwaves. This can lead to a distorted view of reality, where Christians become desensitized to the constant barrage of negative news and lose sight of the good, the true, and the beautiful. By focusing on the extremes and the absurd, the media creates a narrative that is often at odds with Christian values of love, compassion, and kindness. Finally, the mainstream media's marginalization of Christian voices and perspectives is a significant concern for believers. Despite the fact that Christians make up a significant portion of the population, their views and opinions are often ignored, dismissed, or ridiculed by the media. This creates a cultural climate where Christians feel silenced, disenfranchised, and disconnected from the public discourse. By excluding Christian perspectives from the conversation, the mainstream media fails to provide a balanced, nuanced understanding of the issues that matter most to Christians. In conclusion, as a Christian, it's essential to approach the mainstream media with caution and discernment. The pervasive secular humanism, lack of accountability, cozy relationships with powerful interests, obsession with controversy, and marginalization of Christian voices all contribute to an environment where Christians cannot trust the mainstream media to provide accurate, unbiased information. Instead, Christians should seek out alternative sources of news and information that prioritize truth, fairness, and balance, and engage with the world in a way that reflects their values and principles. By doing so, Christians can navigate the complex, often confusing media landscape with confidence and wisdom, staying informed while remaining faithful to their convictions.